Okay.
Okay, this is an inspection at 13237 Southwest 257 Terrace.
Yes.
Single family home. The roof was put on in 1994, and they have some problems, mostly seen up in the attic for the roof. What you'll see in the attic is a couple areas which you'll see in the report with photographs of rotted areas. They don't appear to be leaking at this time, but they were covered over without being repaired. Small other repairs, there are about 3 what we call webs in the rafter system that have come loose, that really should be secured to make sure that the rafter system is functioning properly to hold the roof in place. The sides of the roof, which are called gables, the one over the garage and the one on the eastern side of the house, they are both with T111 wood, which have started to rot very badly, and that wood should be taken out and replaced. We have one vent that is not screened. It's on the back end of the house. You want to have all your vents screened properly so that termites and other creatures can't go up into the attic of the house. The rest of the exterior of the home, you have some cracks in the wall. Some of the windows, the frames, have gaps which need to be sealed. So the gap right there. The gap between the stucco and the frame of the house, because that will let water into the wall of the home. You have this tree growing inside, which is probably putting some pressure on the wall itself and on the house. That should be taken out. You have this other tree with branches that actually scrape the roof when the breeze blows. You want to cut those things away from the house, from the roof. You want the roof to get as much sunshine as possible so it can dry up any moisture that the night leaves behind. You have rotted areas near door trims of the garage, which happens every now and then. You really should. You can replace them with like a PVC type wood, which does the same thing. The main entry of the house, when they put it in the doors, they put a filler around the door, but they did not put in a frame to frame in the door once they secured it to the wall. You can see that the threshold also is missing from the door. Other things on the outside, minor things like the dryer vent. The house doesn't have a dryer, but you do have a dryer vent here, and you should have like flaps on it to seal it so that rats and stuff don't get into it. The garage door does not operate because they have actually put in a finished floor inside with an extra bathroom, and it's sealed off from the house. Therefore, there's no access from the house into the garage. So any access has to come from the pedestrian door of the garage. Inside the garage, you have a bathroom that's incomplete. It's missing a toilet. Your water heater for the house is also in the garage. Your electric panel for the house is in the garage. Problem with the electric panel that's in there is if the cover of the electric panel is off, therefore all the wires are exposed. You want to be able to take care of having that nicely sealed so nobody can touch the bus or anything to get electrocuted. The wiring for the house enters over here. Where you have your meter and your main switch. You have a 200 amp switch there. You have one ground right under the meter, and then another ground by the pipe. The one by the pipe is not connected to the wire. The ground wires are not connected. That's a must. Those have to be connected. This is the. I'm sorry. I said the east gable end needs to be replaced. The east gable end is actually concrete. The west gable end is the one that has the rot in it, the T111. this pedestrian door also has rot around the base trim of the frame, and the
Permiso, necesito entrar la casa. I need to go inside the house with this man. Ford.
okay. Okay, that's
5 minutos más, yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much that takes care of the roof, the garage area. Also the electrical inside here needs to be redone. All of the wires are exposed, ceilings, outlets, etc. There's no air conditioning in here.
In the garage.
In the garage, right? And there's no access to the house for it to get air from the house either. So the air and everything is in there, is in the house. So let's go into the house.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Gracias.
Okay. Let's go to the kitchen first. Let me open this blind so you can get some better light. Okay. In the kitchen, you have only very basic appliances. You have a range, you have a portable microwave, and you have your refrigerator. That's it for kitchen appliances. The way the cabinets are built, the bottom cabinets are actually built with a 2x4 at the base behind the wall. So therefore, you can see the thickness of the splash guard. Here, it's about 3.5 inches from the wall all the way around. Mm-hmm. That's because of how they constructed the cabinets with this gap in between. Okay. That's really not a good way to do it because you get bugs, you get everything back there.
Sure.
You have some damage to the cabinet floor where it's caved in. The plumbing is operating fine. One of the problems, they have these GFI outlets that have been painted over. This home didn't require GFI outlets, but if they're here, they need to be operational, and these aren't. There are two here and one in the bathrooms. So there are three that I know of that are painted over and not working, not protecting you. The fire alarm, smoke alarm, that's not operating, probably just needs a battery. You don't want your outlets, your switches, to not have covers on them. And you have several of them around the home, like that. The top cabinets looked okay. They're a little ragged. You never really want to see the cabinet sort of pulling away from the main back cabinet, because that's how you secure it to the wall. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to see those kind of gaps in there. But it's just really that one that has it. The others are not as bad.
I see.
They're pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're pretty tight all the way around. Just that one. Okay. The air conditioning seems to be working fine. They have their vents closed, but the temperatures are good. The temperature readings are good. Probably just needs to be serviced, but that's just maintenance on the unit. It's quite cold. It's quite stark, but I did not see any. Let me open these plants. I didn't see anything in the wall. We were able to get into the attic from the garage and from the main hall, but with the vaulted ceiling in here, there's really no access in this section of the house in the attic.
So there's one access over there by the garage, and there's one access to this part of the house over there. Okay.
Right. In here, you can tell from the floors, it's all tiled with the baseboards are also tiled throughout the whole house, and also in the addition. First bedroom you come to, everything is pretty standard in there. Of course, you don't like the way that tree is pressing against the window of the house. The air handler is in here. It also appears to be a 2005. Both units seem to be a 2005. Seem to be pretty new and blowing very cold air. Now you can't put. It's very incorrectly designed, because you can't put anything here, because you have to leave access for them to service the unit from this side. So if it was turned this way, you could use that space for storage, but turning it this way, you can't use it for storage. The alarm system seems to be disconnected. Nothing seems to be off.
They probably couldn't stick it in this way because of the size of the unit. They had to go sideways.
This bedroom, the only thing that I saw again was the outside of the window frame and the inside of the window frame having these gaps in them.
Those gaps right there.
Yeah. So there might have been an addition, a new window put in, but they didn't seal the area. The bathroom in here, the only thing that is really of major concern is the tile work, is the cabinet. Being a little bit beaten up. The tile work needs a little bit of sealing. You can tell that there's a little bit of gapping going on, but there's no real deterioration in the tile work at all. Everything seems to be functioning well. Everything functioning well. So the only thing that are missing are things like your towel racks, your rack for your toilet paper, that sort of thing, minor stuff. This is just a linen closet. Here's a master bedroom. The master bedroom missing its ceiling light. You may have to change the door because the door is split right by the lock there. This should be something like a little powder room with a mirror, with a light, you know, for them to apply makeup. But that's they took out the light and just put a cabinet in there. Not really remarkable about the closet. Nice walk-in closet though. Again, we have a nice bathroom. The linen closet without the bifold door. The GFI painted over and not operating. No toilet rack, no toilet paper holder. The shower again seems to be pretty intact. You have some missing grout, but no moisture seems to be behind the area. So just seal up the grout that's missing in the tile. Shower operated fine. You do, fussy little things like sealing up the holes behind the shower will ensure that water doesn't get back there to the tile work. But that's really minor stuff. Let me just check back here. I'll jump forward with this one more time. Yeah, you can tell that behind the shower area, there's no problem, no water coming through. So whatever tile is missing grout it's not leaking at this time. It's just missing grout. And that's a quick walkthrough on what's going to be in the report with a lot more detailed pictures in the attic, which your camera probably wouldn't do very well with.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And one of the things that I did find in the attic for the kitchen was that the vent for the kitchen plumbing ended in the attic instead of penetrating and going through the roof. So that's important. You want to have all your vents going through the roof and the proper sealing of the roof when you put it through.
So the exhaust just goes into the attic?
Yeah, it just goes up and just stays in the attic. I also have a picture of that, so it will be clear what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I said, they have the areas that I found deteriorated sheathing is right over this corner here, and as you can tell over here, there is no water stains or anything in the roof to show that that water is actually coming through. The wood is just badly stained, and there's also one over on this side, and the ceilings over here again, the ceilings over here have no water marks on them to say that that there's a leak that has come through. So
the roof is watertight.
So the roof is watertight. It just has some areas of concern because of the wood that was not repaired when they replaced the roof. And I think that's about it.
All right, great. Thank you, Andrew.